I'm Bob Fraser. I'm the executive director of the San Francisco Chronicle Wine Competition, and we're in Cloverdale the first week in January with 65 judges from throughout the country, judging about 5,050 wines from 23 states, culminating with the sweepstake round on Friday. All the results would be posted on winejudging.com, with the BOCs, or the best of class wines and sweepstakes, on sfgate.com, which is the website of our presenting sponsor or naming sponsor, the San Francisco Chronicle Wine.
How long have you been involved in the competition, Bob?
Actually, with the Chronicle for about 11 years, and then previous to that with the Citrus Fair, which was the Citrus Fair wine competition, for about 12. So it's been about 23 years. Here in Cloverdale, California, up in Sonoma County.
And you tell a story about how it used to be kind of as far as the eye could see, or something about 3 miles away the crow could fly. It was the wines that you used to be able to get in.
Yeah. Interesting enough, it was put together by two Citrus Fair board members who were associated with two very big California wine associations. The famous Italian Swiss Colony, which was this Bob Del Sardo, who was the general manager, and then a guy by the name of, in fact, his name escapes me, another Bob that was manager of the Ally Grape Growers, and which was a California cooperative. And both of them thought, 25 years ago, that wouldn't it be neat to showcase some wines really out of three counties, Sonoma County, Lake County, and Mendocino County, and I think they had like 35 entries and 15 wineries.
And when I started judging this, it was a California-only competition, and then the next year I think you added the West Coast, and now it's across the whole country. How are you able to grow this basically from a very small competition to the largest judging held in North America?
Yeah, I think we went... Geographically, we went larger and larger and larger up until just it's probably been a good 8 years where we've gone national. In fact, we've even had a lot of inquiries about going internationally. But then we really feel that the competition fits a niche in that we're a competition of American wines only, because there are some other competitions that are international, and so we're unique in the standpoint that it's American wines, but we're getting just a huge outpouring of wineries throughout the United States. And I think one of probably the major reasons is because of the San Francisco Chronicle. San Francisco is one of 5 major metropolitan areas in the world that has a huge per capita consumption of wines. And so California is a big state, and of course we have the neighboring Oregon and Washington. So between the 3 Pacific Coast states, it probably represents 85-90% of the wines throughout the country. So it's natural that we get San Francisco is maybe a hub for at least the Bay Area. Then of course today with wineries that are establishing clubs, they're establishing internet direct marketing programs. It's just been a good fit for marketing programs of particular wineries.
And you have other sponsors for the competition as well, don't you?
Yeah, Target has been a sponsor for quite a few years, and then we have a slew of contributing sponsors that help us with both the tasting and the competition.
Okay. And you have a public tasting, and when is that?
Yeah, February 19th in San Francisco. At Fort Mason Center. You can get tickets on winejudging.com. It goes from 2 to 5 p.m. Also KGO, Dining Around with Gene Burns, does a kind of a pregame on the air right before the tasting. We have about 5,000 people that will converge to Fort Mason for the public tasting, so it's quite the event.
And what will they be tasting there? Is it gold medal winners, or is it?
Yeah, all winners of the competition are required to pour at least their gold medals, double golds, best of class, sweepstake wines. So there'll be thousands of wines for the patrons to taste.
And this is held in Cloverdale, which I think some people think, well, it's the San Francisco Chronicle, must be in San Francisco. We're actually quite a ways from San Francisco.
Yeah, we're in beautiful Sonoma County,
Yeah.
and it's nice to have the sun out today.
Yeah.
But Cloverdale is the competition and the place of the competition. And back when we decided to have the relationship with the San Francisco Chronicle, it was really the idea of bringing the tasting from the country to the city, and that was really kind of the novel idea, because it was felt that the buyers of the wines ultimately were people actually from the city, so it just made great sense to bring the tasting to the city.
Great. Anything else to add about the competition?
No, but we appreciate your support. You've been judging this thing for many, many years, and we appreciate getting the support of Washington and Oregon to this competition.
Great. Well, thank you, Bob.
Okay.